Welcome, Solarah here. So I just completed a video that was downloads and a reading, so one of the long ass reading download videos, and I figured I'd come here and I would just do a reading, a pure reading without downloads. Let's see what's happening. There's been a whole lot of fuckery in the dancery. So as such, my guides are taking me to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. We're probably going to get into my original Karmic Chronicles deck too. This is my Oracles of Shadow and Light is my, what kind of fuckery is this deck? It will expose the fuckery within and the fuckery without. Public service announcement: if you don't like swearing, this might not be the channel for you. I like to swear. I want to thank you for being here. I want to welcome the newest subscribers and say thank you for joining. Thank you to those of you who have returned. Thank you for getting me to 4K, guys. This is amazing. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for those of you who are members over at the Daily Alchemy Members Portal. Thank you for those of you who have worked with me so far or ordered any of my services, supported my writing. I appreciate all of you. So let me just tune in with this deck and we'll get the party started. Magical space clearing time. Two little witches. Something's being moved out the way. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Let's see. Oh yeah, they came out. They came out. They came. This is so interesting because we do have the Fairy of the Highlands, and it's time to be brave. And in the other reading, I was getting a little bit of Scottish energy, and of course we have this energy, the Scottish energy coming up again. I don't know if you guys have Scottish ancestry, if Scotland is a place of interest, if it's something to do with a past life, but it's coming through again. Or if you're in Scotland, it's coming through again. And the reason it was coming through in the last reading, why is it coming through? Because I was looking up the word clan. And wherever I looked up the definition, it always went back to, I guess it began in Scotland, this idea of a clan. And it's a group of people who are related and connected to a common ancestor. But I was sharing in the last reading how a lot of these, orders that have evolved and descended into what we're dealing with today, quite a few of them had their inception in on the British Isles, Scotland, Ireland, Great Britain. Yeah. And so I was briefly speaking about that because that Scottish connection and Irish connection was coming up also in that last reading. But it's here again. It's here again, and I wonder how much of this energy is repeating. And if it's repeating, I'm gonna let it, because we just let the story continue, right? There's a clearance of this energy. With this, it's time to be brave. We've reached the end of something here. We've reached the end of something because we do have the magical space clearing time. So it's time to make space for something new. Okay. Someone's being moved to the side who may not be ready to be moved to the side. 3:30 on my clock, 0330, and we have the 30 card here. This is extra confirmation. Someone is getting moved to the side that may not want to be moved to the side, because it's time for them to move out of the way. Okay? And this is an energy that's coming up that's not only like it's time for them to move out of your way, but it's time for them to move out of the way of something else also. This is an energy that is speaking of bravery on two sides. So on the one hand, it's calling you to be brave because there's a transition coming. On the other hand, it's calling this person to be brave because what is ahead of them is inevitable because of whatever shiesty shit they've been conjuring. Yes? We have out, trick, or... Ooh. We have out, trick or treating. We're here. And instantly what my guides were showing me, this is 5. This is the Hierophant energy. This is this energy again of whatever it is this person has been fucking with is now their bedfellow. That's what my guide said. And there's no healing. There's no healing of this. It's like it's a contract they entered into that, again, we have this pumpkin here, you see? And when the pumpkin comes up, it always, in this deck, it always makes me think of sacral energy in some way, shape, or form. This person did not deliver, and there's this energy of death that's clinging around them right now. It's clinging around them right now, and there's no room to heal because whatever contract they entered into, it's binding. You see, they were trying to bind you into something and it didn't work, so now they're bound. Okay, so this is the same old you know, stuff that we keep on hearing about, but I want to know why we're being shown this. So for many of you, the time of healing that required for this transition to come for you is over. Okay, so the 19 is the sun energy. It is the beginning and the end. It's the beginning of this new cycle that's coming in. That's why you're being told to, you know, make room for something new that's coming. But it's also the end of something. It's also the sun energy. So it's the recovery of your vitality. It's the recovery of your health. If you're not feeling it yet, it will come. Especially as this situation closes down. We do have right beneath the 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3. Somebody had 3 chances and they done fucked up. There's something that's happened here to you 3 times that's not going to happen again. We have the dried flower fairy, sweet memories, and we have the ghost of the past. The past returns for a while. You're gonna, because I'm trying to figure out what is it that you have to be brave about. There's something that you're gonna have to be brave about, surrendering and letting go when it comes to this situation. There's something that you're gonna have to be brave about in terms of clearing out of your space or your energy. There's something you're gonna have to be brave about in terms of the steps you're gonna have to take in order to maximize the potential of this transitioning energy. Let's get some more. We're going to go into the original Karmic Chronicles. Yeah. What are we showing? Why are you showing me all of this? What extra details do you want to have? Yeah, this is the same energy coming out again. There must be more that they want to share. So let's go with it. I feel like this is something to prepare as you move forward in this transition. That's what this is coming up for. But if this is your, you haven't watched the last reading, which is fine, then this might help you. Okay, so they're mad you ain't their mama or their daddy. So this person has a lot of resentment towards you for either the way that you have been parented, that they feel that they have some, you know, like resentment towards, whether you're related to them or not, or they resent the parental relationship you have if you share parents. Or they resent the way that you parent, if you are a parent, because of their own wounding with their own parents. Take it as it resonates. There's something here about this person targeting you with their unresolved wounding that's really should be meant for their mother or their father, okay? Your ancestors, they're done. They're tired of their shit, okay? They've been tired of their shit. This person, if you had any doubt, they had full consciousness and awareness of what they did. They had full consciousness and awareness of what they did, and they did it anyway, which is just pure wickedness. Okay, they read the T's and C's, as my last mentor used to say. They read the terms and conditions, and they still chose to go ahead. They knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. They knew exactly what they were doing to you. They knew exactly what would happen to you and what it would mean for you, and they did it anyway. This person used to like to use monies and gifts to control you. It was how they kept you silent. It was a way of gagging you energetically, but it was also a way of locking your lower chakras down to make you subject to them, is what they're speaking to me. They used to use gifts and money to distract. So distract from what it is that they really were doing, their true intentions, how they really felt, and to control. So a lot of the time when this card comes out, it's because they've been using it to ground. For some of you, this person, that's what they're still doing, or that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to utilize money in some way, shape, or form in order to trap you, in order to ground something that they're doing still, okay? Because, and this is okay, so this is why it's coming out. Because in the last reading, what was coming out about this is that in the cards that were coming out, it was saying that your commitment is being tested. And the message that was coming through is that in this window from the full moon in Leo up until the new moon in Pisces, which we're about a week out of, there's going to be dealing with some of the backlash of the energies that they've tried to throw at you from the full moon in Leo. But it's also like a lot of this stuff is coming to a grand close. We're getting closer and closer to it. Some of you guys are about to close the chapters for these around the new moon in Aries. Some of you, as the nodes shift in July, you're kicking this stuff out. Everyone's timeline is going to be slightly different, but these dates are showing up very big energetically in terms of the shift of a lot of this darkness, okay? And it's a personal thing and it's a collective thing. So it feels like this person might be coming back into your energy, or wanting to come back into your energy, and they might be doing that by creating issues whereby you're stranded. That's what I'm feeling. It's like it's trying. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's trying to create an issue whereby they feel they're going to strand you in some way and make you have to come to them to be rescued. Because we do have, they threw the rocks, hit their hands, and then arrived on the scene to help and rescue. So this is the energy of somebody who, and they've done this in your life time and time again, they have caused grave disruptions in your reality that have put you in really difficult positions. And oftentimes it's positions where you had to then rely on their help, possibly financially. A lot of the time financially, with this using money and gifts, right? But they did that on purpose. For many of you, the very money that they've given you in these shenanigans that I saw that happen with the video just now. I hope there's no time lag. If there is, I apologize to you guys. But I'm going to continue. I'm not stopping the video. In many cases, when they give you money for so-called gifts and they make you feel like you are dependent and you can't do anything for yourself and all this other shit that they like to project onto you, so you believe it and then create that reality because that's how powerful you are. What they're actually doing is giving you the commission that they've received off of harvesting your energy. Ain't that a bitch? But they create trauma around it. They create trauma around it so then they can run in and be your rescuer, so they can therefore again prove to you that you are a weak, dependent person, or you can't look after yourself, or you need them, whatever the narrative is, the story is. Okay, this person is mad because you peeped their game. This is interesting. So they're mad because you peeped their game, but they're still trying to come in and and try the same shit again. So on one level, they must not fully know how much you know. This person does not believe you're fully healed. I just heard that. As I look at this Amara the Menahun card, they don't believe you're fully healed. They don't believe it. And it's almost like they don't believe it because they don't want to believe it, because believing it would mean that everything that it would mean that it's over. It would mean that, you know, the number 20 energy, it would mean judgment. It would mean judgment. They're going to come towards you. This person might be coming towards you. This might not just be energy, like wanting to get in your energy. They might be actually wanting to come towards you with a story of how they're sorry, right? But your guides are wanting you to know that they're not. They're not sorry. They're sorry they got caught. They're sorry that judgment is here, but they're not sorry. Remember, this person had full conscious awareness. They read the terms and conditions and they chose. They chose to. You're going to know that this person also isn't sorry because it's going to be so difficult for them to cover up their sense of trying to act as if they're superior to you. So we have using shame to project inferiority on you because their value lies in feeling superior to others. Spirit of envy. So this person might come towards you and they might be saying things to you. They might be even admitting to some things, or they might be throwing someone else under the bus. They're coming here in some way, shape, or form. They're wanting to come into your energy to figure out, because they're mad you peep their game. They want to figure out how much of their game you're hip to, for one thing. But another thing is that it's like they're trying to prolong the inevitable is really what I'm getting here. This person has been sending you confusion spells. They've been trying to mess with your own perception and your own divine connection and your ability to connect with the divine and to receive intuitive messages. And they're relying on this. Okay, so now I'm getting it. So they're relying on whatever confusion energy they sent you, because this was a very big, this was coming through in the downloads, that this person, if this is the same energy, and it feels like the same energy, that this person or people have been utilizing like really ancient jungle magic. That's what they were showing me. This is stuff that precedes, you know, like precedes a lot of the stuff that, you know, is in Central America, South America, the Caribbean, and North America, that was brought over by the enslaved peoples of the African continent. They were the ones who brought over a lot of their traditions that were then cloaked under like saint worship, Catholic saint worship, in order to, or with the Bible, it became hoodoo in North America. They would cover their connection to nature and the nature spirits, and other like African, what they call the orishas. They would cover up their connection with all of these energies by cloaking with the Bible, right? Or Catholic saints if you're dealing with voodoo. And these are very, very powerful. Well, voodoo's a religion, hoodoo is a practice, but they're very, very powerful in and of themselves, to the point where they often get the bad rep of being used only for darkness, which they're not. There are people who are very, very good at the dark aspects, and this is where they love to use their propaganda in Hollywood to make it seem as if that's all it is, but it's deeper than that. But having said all of that, the genesis of this goes back into like the forests and the jungles of Central Africa, and there's something about this person having connected with one of these practitioners that is very, you know, I don't know what word I want to use. Like, they're very gifted, talented, skilled, I guess I want to say. Very skilled at this art, at this magic. And they've been utilizing that energy since the full moon to send very strong attacks against, well, all of the chakra centers, but where I've really been noticing it is in the crown. A lot of confusion energy. A lot of confusion energy. A lot of like, if I can't connect directly to the sun, to the solar plexus, right? And get you to lose your confidence and self-belief and all of those other things, and I'm just going to try to confuse the fuck out of you, you know, or I'm just going to try to control once again your perception and control your narrative and play on your mind, right? And I feel like that in and of itself, I was believing before that it was because that it was just to cause like the havoc in your life in order to delay, you know, but I'm seeing that there's a bigger strategy here, and I think that is because this person is relying on utilizing the power of this confusion energy that they're sending your way to create the distraction and the destruction and the discord that is necessary for them to swoop in and almost save you from something. Maybe you feel like they can come and save you from yourself again, but then also want to shame you in your position. Yeah. Yes, they're wanting to, they're critical and judgmental in order to sow seeds of doubts in you. Don't listen to their guidance. It's almost like they're wanting to come in to seem like they're coming in to help you, to give you something, to whatever it is that you might, you know, like need. But really what they're trying to do is to come in and then give you what you need, make you feel needy, and then criticize you and shame you for needing them while feeding this narrative, if that makes sense. It's like these energies, these people, this form of abuse, this ritual that they do, it's all about victimizing you and then shaming you for being a victim, thus keeping you forever stuck in victim consciousness, because the biggest prison is the energetic one we find ourselves in, that is based upon our own beliefs and thoughts about our own capabilities and limitations. And they want to feed a narrative to you whereby you are constantly in need of them and you can't do anything for yourself, or you can't function properly without them. Like, it's that energy of, oh my gosh, what would you do without me? You see, this is why I keep on telling you, you need me. Or how would you ever get by? How would you ever have accomplished this if I hadn't been around? It's that kind of energy, but it's bullshit, because they have created the scenario. They're utilizing the power of spell work also for it. They're throwing chaos and confusion your way. And then they want to swoop in and act as if they're your savior. They want you to make them your God. I want to put you in a box and keep you to myself. So yeah, this is that energy of wanting to contain you. They're trying, I said it. They're trying to figure out how much you know. This is why they want to do this also. It's to get you off kilter, but it's also to figure out how much you know. There's something here about needing to figure out how much you know, because that's going to really be a deciding factor on how they then move in this. Because they know you know something. They definitely know you know something. This is a past life nemesis, keeping you out of your North Node. It's been their mission. Okay? And this doesn't have to be a conscious mission. They might not know that's the assignment, but they've still signed up for it either way. Okay? Let's go into my second Karmic Chronicles deck. And let's get some more. I want to know more about this energy that they've been sending you since the full moon. Something flip. Since the full moon in Leo. I want to know more about this energy. What happened? Okay. There we go. Relationship discord. Relationship discord. So for some of you, what it is that they've been doing, if you are, let's say you're a parent, or if you have a romantic partner, or you have a roommate, or even in your friendships, whoever you are connected to intimately, who provides you with like the support that you actually need emotionally and mentally, they're trying to downplay that. They're trying to downplay, they're trying to flip around in your life what support actually means. So what it is that it's like they're setting something up in order to create a certain effect that they want. And so the effect is that they want you in confusion. They don't want you connecting with your own intuition. They want you also, they want you in a state of doubt, of severe doubt, right? They want to send, I feel like this energy wants to send chaos and discord to your home also, but it also wants to target your relationships to cause to cause a lot of like unnecessary drama between those that you're like to cause arguments and disagreements, and to cause discord in how you relate to others right now. And what that's supposed to do is to then, like, remember this, I want to put you in a box and keep you to myself. It's supposed to then cause you to doubt the people who you're in relationship with and their true support of you also, like emotionally and mentally, so that then whatever it is that that is being orchestrated, they can swoop in now and rescue you again and show you how much they're actually more supportive than anyone, and then use that like I'm hearing the conversation like, what would you do? It's kind of like, what would you have done if I hadn't been around? Like, this is why you can't rely on other people. You can't rely on this person. You can't rely on that person. This is why I told you not to marry this person, or whatever it is, or or if you're a parent, to criticize your kids. It's ultimately to make you feel alone and also unsupported, and as if their support is real, if that makes sense. Here we go again. North node blocks, south node pull. This is a person who is trying to pull you once again down. They see you like walking in your north node, or they see you attempting to. We have the while you were sleeping card, which came out in reverse. It feels like this person has been trying to access your dreams, and for some of you, they've been trying to access the dreams of the people who are also intimately connected with you, whether it's your children, your spouse, your partner, your friends. They're trying to fuck with people's dreams around you. This is part of what it is they've been doing to try and sow seeds of doubt in everyone. You get what I'm saying? But it's not working, because the while you were sleeping card came out in reverse. Yeah. For some of you, they're trying to make you believe, and I feel like this is more of a dream state thing. They're trying to make you believe that some of the people that have entered your life, that are actually part of, your, like, not, I don't, like, they're part of your soul tribe, even if they're not going to be in your life forever. For now, they're here to help you expand and to be all it is that you came here to be, but they want to make it seem almost as if these people are karmic. Yeah. Energies and entities of destruction. That's why they're sending you this chaos energy. They want this energy of destruction to permeate your life again. This is what all of this is about. It's like trying to strategize ways to take you down. So sending the confusion spells is to scatter you and cause you to doubt yourself, so then your life becomes scattered, and then something happens because the chaos energy is also causing issues in your relationships, and it's causing issues in your home, that therefore they can come in and sweep it up, and really it's all of this destruction and chaos energy that they're trying to send to you. In other words, they're coming at you right now from every single angle. They're coming at you in your sleep. They're coming at you in your home. They're coming at you in your relationships. They're coming at you in your head, because they're trying to get ready to swoop in and to try and rescue you from whatever it is that they're trying to create. And I say trying because for many of you, this stuff isn't even, you might get the residual effects. You might be very aware of what's happening, but for many of you, this isn't going to have a big effect on you. In fact, for most of you, this is just going to backfire on them in big nasty ways. Big and nasty ways, because the card that came out at 3:30, 0330 was this. It's magical space clearing time. So it's like whatever they're coming in to do, or whatever it is they think they're, ooh, look at this, freezer spells and delay magic. Freezer spells and delay magic. So again, creating confusion and destruction, and then trying to freeze the activities that you want to move forward, to put you in a state of turmoil. You get what I'm saying? But the thing is that the storm can come to create havoc, or the storm can come to clear. And what they don't realize that they're doing, and this is becoming more and more apparent, you know, is like I said, you might feel the effects of the storm. You can't stand in a storm and not feel the storm. But just because you're standing in the storm doesn't mean the storm is destroying everything. For some people, the storm is coming to clear the way. It's magical space clearing time. You get it? And it's going to be time for you to be brave, and to do. There's going to be something that you're going to have to do in the midst of this energy, in order to close the door on it once and for all. And when I say there's something you're going to have to do, it's going to require your bravery. Meaning it's going to require you maybe trusting your intuition, or it's going to require you putting up a boundary, or it's going to require you to do something that you've never done before, because this is what the bravery is. It's doing something you've never done before. But whatever it is that you're having to do, it's going to open the door to, it's going to close the door on this, and therefore open the door to something entirely new. And what they're actually doing is they're preparing space for you to move forward. So continue to return to sender. Continue to call on your protection, and to clear yourself and your space, and to cleanse and to ground. Because this is the nature of the energy that they're wanting to send your way. It's like they're trying to whip up a frenzy of turmoil. That's really what I'm getting here, like whipping up a frenzy of turmoil. But they're going to find themselves paying a higher bill than what they already have to pay, spiritually speaking, because whatever entity these people have been fucking with, let me tell you something. All of the ancient entities of the Bible have been coming up for me recently. Baal, Abaddon, Leviathan, like some Molech, like some big time ancient energies. These are not small fries that these people have made promises to. This is not child's play. This is why they're so desperate. These are entities that, some of them, run the institutions that keep countries in the state that they're in, that govern nations. They're not small energies or entities. All of this for what? Money, access, prestige? That's the price, apparently, of a human soul. And for many of you, that's the price of a human soul that you call blood. That they call blood. Amazing, right? Amazing. And then these very people are the ones who swear that they're doing it for, and they'll use this exact phrase, for the greater good. It's for the greater good. We sacrifice other people and their destinies and their hope and their passage and their own opportunity to be great and to fulfill their divine mission. We do it for the greater good because they believe they're God. There's a mature woman here who is wringing her hands in anxiety. This might be the person coming towards you. This might be the person who's creating some kind of chaos and destruction and dysfunction and discord in order to sweep in. This woman she's not concerned about you. She's concerned about this. She's concerned about the great fortune that she's losing or that you're receiving. And the great fortune that's attached to you. This great fortune card speaks to me of something more than money. It speaks to me of your gold, of your divine energy, your divine wealth, your divine legacy. It speaks to me of all of what it is they've been harvesting in order to turn it into money in this earth realm that is actually worth far more than anything that they've been using it for. And I spoke about this in the full moon in Leo report, I believe. This whole false mother system that we call the matrix has been built upon the selling of souls. That's its biggest trade. That's its most, biggest trafficking endeavor, is actually the trafficking of souls and their accompanying divine gifts and legacies that then manifest as all of the trafficking you see on earth in real time. Bad health. This is what this person might be sending towards you. They might be sending you straight up like death and infirmity energy. It might go deeper than chaos energy because this is it. They want to swoop in and make you feel like this is an energy of somebody who wants to make you feel dependent. They want to make you feel as if you need them now. Whatever it was that they were doing before didn't work. You've broken out of the mental prisons and the emotional prisons. It's like they can't chain you in that way. So now they're actually trying to send you stuff to trap you, to keep you, again, dependent. So now it's your health. Return it all to sender. Return it all to sender. Some of you, this is your mother. And this is a person who pretends to be an empress. Meanwhile, they're the magician in reverse. For some of you, again, the same story is coming up. Some of you have some kind of courtship coming in that they're trying to prevent. I'm not going to go too into that. Where shall I go? She's very curious as to how much you know. Literally wringing her hands, like, because she sees that whatever is happening whatever she used to do to you before, to bind you, excuse me, to silence you, to gag you, to keep you submissive and in your place and dependent and in the perfect little cage so that they could access you. Whatever it is no longer working. And she's trying to just kind of see, how much does she know? How much does he know? What do they know? What does he know? What does she know? They're scared shitless. Because no matter how much they try to connect, no matter how much they try to like out-talk themselves, like talk themselves out of what it is that they're feeling intuitively, they feel that it's the end. They know it's the end, even if they don't want to admit it. This is the type of person that it's, their favorite place to live in is in denial. It's time to release negativity. This is the end of this shit. And I tell you why it's the end of this shit also. This is the full moon in Scorpio. This is all of this hidden, shisty, occult stuff that people have been doing, especially to fuck with people's sacred energy. The Scorpio energy it's over your sacral chakra. It's over your sacred energy. It's also connected with your ability to be born again and to transform enough to be able to walk in your divine truth and your legacy. And clearly you've already done that. And this person here, they haven't. And they think that they're still operating with you before. They still think that you are the person you were before when they could get away with this stuff. And this is where they're about to be shown wrong. And for many of you, this south node in Scorpio, as it continues to pull back to 0 point, it's almost like a fucking bow. Fucking arrow in a bow that's about to push. This is what I'm telling you. Like, a lot of this stuff, like, hang in there for the next couple of weeks, because if this is your reading, what I'm getting here is that a lot of the shit that they're doing to kind of put their chess pieces in place, you're going to feel that disruption. You might feel that disruption, but know that soul it is. And it's not going to disable you, because you're stronger than that and you're going to continue doing what you have to do. But all this person is doing is putting their pieces, their chess pieces, you know, in the position in order for someone to come and just knock them all down. It's like, for some of you, it's almost like, because let's be real. It's 4:08. Let's be real. The divine could come and rescue you from this at any point. You could have divine intervention. You could have people stepping in who are divinely guided to do so. You could have your angels and everything. You could have all of them just sweep you out of this shit right now. It's possible. It happens. But this is deeper than that. This is almost like, not only are you you are an agent of judgment and karma. And the more these people try you, the more they're allowing to be set up. Like, I keep on getting this energy of someone creating a gallows for you that they're going to have to utilize themselves. That Esther energy, Haman creating the gallows for Esther and the Jews. And in the end, it's him. It's him that was hung. And his other informants and cronies. Like, this is what people don't get about the divine, and this is why they laugh at people like us when we're struggling and when we're suffering, when really what we're doing is we're gleaning the wisdom, the wisdom and the depths that can only come from having been to the underworld and resurrected self by self. This is what they don't get when they're watching you struggle and suffer and rise again. They don't get that this is all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. You being buried in the darkness, you going through all of this is all part of the plan. And the more they try, when you are buried in shit, to throw rocks at you to make your situation worse, or worse still, to cast spells to keep you in that place, they think you're weak. They think you're defenseless. They think you're stupid, and they think you're naive. That's why they keep on doing what they're doing, because they still don't know your strength. They still don't know your power. And even if they've been shown inklings of it, because this one knows, she knows something. This is why her hands be ringing. She knows that something is up, but she won't trust her own intuition because she still wants to be in her arrogance. She still wants to believe that it's not possible because of her own nasty feelings and thoughts towards you. That's what it comes down to. This is a person who has no faith or belief in you or your abilities, and never has. Because I'm getting very strong mother energy here. I'm not going to lie. Even these two cards together. The mature woman in bad health. 631 breaks down to a 10. It's the end of this shit. It's the end. Sadly, this person, they're throwing things at you. This stuff is going to come back on them, and they don't have the protection you have. This could be a person with strong Scorpio placements in their chart. Or you need to check out where Scorpio is in your chart, what house it rules. Check out what's going on in your 8th house, Scorpionic energy. But I'm telling you, what I'm feeling more than any of that is this, and because my guides, they've been speaking to me about it this week. Because this full moon in Leo unearths some shit that's been buried deep in the crypts. And it's there to prepare us. We're going back now. We're in the final few degrees of South Node in Scorpio and North Node in Taurus. And now all of the gunk, the darkest, nastiest shit has to come up to be seen. And the ones who've been doing the darkest, nastiest shit are now getting revealed, but it's like they're being led into their own demise. And not because anyone's being deceptive, but simply because they refuse to stop and because they doubt. They don't even just doubt you, they doubt themselves. When I tell you these people are they're sending you confusion spells to disconnect you from the divine when they have no divine link themselves. So they're lost. They're lost trying to get you to come down with them too. Yeah. You have a time for healing, balsamic moon. You have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. And then you have hold your vision. Be stubborn as a motherfucker right now. You see this Aries energy? Aries, I love me some Aries energy. Aries energy is stubborn, likes its own way. And that's a beautiful thing when we use it to be a warrior, like the Aries energy, which is ruled by Mars, 414 on my clock. That's what it's there to do, to help you become a warrior. And so you're being told to hold your vision, to be in warrior stance, protect your divine identity. This is the crown. Protect your crown. Don't believe the hype that they're spinning about you right now. Don't believe the lies. And be ready. Something's coming where you're going to have to charge. So be ready. Be vigilant. Be alert. So I'm thinking about that scripture. Because the devil walks like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. These people, person, situation, thought that they were dealing with like a pussycat, and they done awoken the lion in you. They put you in beast mode, but not in an uncontrolled way, totally deliberate. When I say the beast, I'm talking about that ancient magic in you that could have only been woken up through this shiesty, shady shit. It's a time for healing right now. It's a time for you to rest and to really conserve and preserve your energy. But really what I'm getting more than anything is it's time for you to rest in order to protect your auric field, to protect your balance because of the things that are coming in. Not because you're going to need it because you'll be in bad health or anything, but because you're in a state of protecting what it is that they're trying to come in and destroy. It's time for you to be in a protective mode because the time is coming when it will be time for you to charge ahead and to move forward. And you'll know when that time is. You're being told to hold your vision. Whatever fixed moon, whatever it is that the divine has said is coming for you. And for many of you, what is coming for you, it's already been revealed physically. It's halfway there with this. You see this moon in the background? It's halfway there. And this energy, while it thinks it's coming here to freeze and to get you stuck and distracted and in a lower timeline and hating yourself and confused and unable to achieve your goals and do what this thing is actually doing, what it's trying to slow down, it's actually having the opposite effect. It's going to slow them down and speed you up. Especially as you head, like this energy, this is what I'm getting for you. This energy is about, like the new moon in Aries is significant. I keep on saying that because it is collectively as an energy, it's significant, but it's significant for you. Remember I said at the beginning, the new moon in Aries, and when the nodes switch from Taurus into Aries and Scorpio into Libra, that it was going to be significant also. This is what's happening now. That's happening on July the 18th, okay? Aries new moon, I forget when it is, sometime in either like late March or early or April sometime. I don't know right now. Or mid-April. I think it's going to be like mid-April because the new moon in Pisces is coming up next week. So it's going to be like what am I talking about? New moon in Pisces is... Yeah, so actually, sorry, it could be the end of March. Anyway, I don't know. When it happens, when the new moon in Aries happens, it's gonna allow you to move forward. That energy is gonna push you forward, like into your new cycle. But something about this energy being pulled back as the nodes return to 0 point is very significant right now. So although you might have like the momentum and the breakthrough that's going to come with when the moon moves into Aries, the new moon in Aries at the beginning of the astrological new year, by the time the nodes switch and the north node is in Aries, there's something about the new moon in Aries activating something that's going to play out for you in a very big way with the switch of the nodes. And now I want to know what, even though we're 53 minutes in and it's only a reading, now I want to know what is coming in. What shall I use? I kind of want to use a Sacred Traveler deck. I want to know what. Too many cards came out. They told me to take the card, the main one that came out, and that is Watching Clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. For some of you, you have been hunted down. You've been like hunted down for your whole life, but especially in this most recent cycle. And what is coming to you with the when the nodes switch is complete peace. Meaning that there will be no more of this. It's already being moved out of your way with this This is what this fixed moon energy is about also. It's already being moved out of your way. It's already being moved out of your way. And by the new moon in Aries, I feel like there's going to be something significant that helps to speed up the process. But by the time the nodes switch into Aries, all of this shit that you've had to deal with, that's kept you constantly in these cycles of having to protect yourself or fight, or in the past just surrender to the bullshit and shrink. None of that's going to happen for you anymore. Narrow pathway at the bottom. Tread thoughtfully. Move towards your goal with conscious awareness now that that is where you're going. And make decisions based upon that, knowing that that is your destination. Yeah, finding, that's the word, sanctuary. Sanctuary. For some of you, this is a moving home situation. This is being in an environment where you will no longer be gang stalked. This is divinely aligning you with the opportunity to find a place that a sanctuary, a place of peace that allows you to be who you are, with the opening to your spiritual source, which allows you to bask in the fullness of your divinity without being stalked, without being that stag that constantly people are fucking looking for. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. So with that release, it's time to release negativity and simplify your life, and magical space clearing time. It's time to clear things out. Miracles are on their way. Miracles and wonders. Miracles and wonders are coming in for you. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Yes. Love is coming your way too. Love is coming your way too. And the things that resonate with your heart song, whether it be people or opportunities. Ascending. You're moving up. Everything that this energy is wanting to throw at you right now is wanting you to believe or to buy the false belief or the illusion that either you are rolling down the mountain, or you are like struggling up the mountain, and you're just doing that in order for someone to send a big boulder to send you back down, and you're going to get crushed. Everything is supposed to make you believe right now that you're not going to make it to the top, or that you're already on your way down, or that this isn't really real, or you can't do this. Like, everything right now is supposed to cause you to doubt. There's so much energy of wanting to sow seeds of doubt in the collective right now. I felt it. So there was so much beautiful energy around the full moon in Leo, and like the day after, I felt it knocking on my door, this energy. But you are ascending, and you're being told to keep going forward, because like this energy here, it's like the divine is already showing you this beginning to blossom and to light up in your life. And it's like, continue to follow that light as it matures, because it is maturing. When the moon is waxing, it can't all of a sudden turn around and start to wane. It's going to wax until it reaches its fullness. This is where you are right now. This is where you are. Nothing can be taken from you right now without you like consenting for it to. Not if you're standing in your light and your truth, and you're just doing what it is that you have to do to protect yourself. Remember, protecting yourself, protecting your aura, protecting your energy right now. That's what is key. That's what is key. Okay, so I hope this reading was helpful and insightful. If it was, please make sure to hit the like button. If you'd like to work with me, please do check out my services on my website, solarah.info. After you have decided what service you would like, then feel free to email me and let me know. Please do not email me asking me about my services, because I'm just going to redirect you again to my site anyway. So please just go to the site, and please recognize and realize I do not offer personal readings. I do mentorship. Even my Ask the Oracle Agony Aunt is geared towards helping you to do what it is that you have to do to recuperate the fullness of your energy field in order to walk in alignment with who you are divinely. And as such, I'm here to help show you what it is you need to do to clear your energy, cleanse your energy, call back your energy, work with herbs, do whatever it takes to, because really what this process is it's like this, and then I'm going to finish up. It's like you have been under like a kabillion blankets that have completely kept you from seeing the light of day, and therefore even yourself. Okay, and then on top of it, you were under a kabillion blankets because that's just how you were born, through the veil of forgetfulness. And then you had all of these assholes that came and kept on throwing more blankets on you because they didn't want you to see. And now this whole process of waking up, yeah, you're being helped with the blankets being taken off, but there are things that you need to do to help yourself, to assist that, in order to clear your energy of all of this shit on the spiritual plane, mental plane, emotional plane, so that it can play out for you physically. This is where I come in. Okay, so I'm not here to tell you about whether, Paul still loves you, 10 years later. I don't mean to be funny. I'm not joking about that kind of stuff at all. But I am saying that from experience, I know that that's not going to give you the answers you need to ascend. Cleanse and clear yourself, ground yourself in your energy, return into divine alignment, and whoever is supposed to love you will show up in that place too. That's what I know at this point from experience. And I also say that because I used to do personal readings, and I saw that they weren't really helping people. I saw that people just like to have their ears tickled about somebody loving them, but then not doing anything about it, which is really woundedness, So, yes. Yes. I am on TikTok, Solarah with an H _speaks. I am going to be going back there now. I did a few readings a few days ago, 2 days ago. I will be going on TikTok now to do shorter readings, 5 to 10 minutes in length, just like energy checks on a lot of the fuckery most of the time. Yes, that's it. And I'll be doing the longer readings and downloads here on excuse me, on YouTube. Yes, so I'm going to love you and leave you. If you would like to donate to my channel, my PayPal and Cash App are below. If you would like to gift me with any decks, my Amazon is below my Amazon wish list. Of course, you don't have to, but if you would like to bless me or give back for anything that you may have received in your time with me, then it's always welcome and appreciated. So I'm going to send you all so much love. Until next time, be well.